A390, Alpine's new sports fastback. And what a surprise, everyone! Pierre Gasly and Zinedine Zidane. Welcome to both of you. We're going to give you a little microphone. Here you are. Thank you so much for being here. It's an incredible honor. I know that you both tested the car. I'm going to start with you, Zinedine. I want to have your first impressions. You were behind the wheel. How did it feel? J'ai envie d'avoir vos impressions. Vous l'avez conduite. J'ai envie de savoir ce que vous en avez pensé.
Bah écoutez, c'est en tous les cas une voiture formidable et surtout que j'avais un bon pilote avec moi, donc forcément c'est toujours plus facile.
Definitely. So he says that of course, it's an incredible car and he had one of the best drivers in the world to drive him. So definitely a great experience. Zinedine, I know that you have the A290 in your garage. Do you like to drive it in Spain? But would you like to adopt this A390? Would you go back with it? Est-ce que vous repartiriez? Je sais que vous avez la 290 déjà à la maison, mais est-ce que vous l'adoptez aussi, celle-ci?
Oui, je l'adopte parfaitement. Et puis je vous dis, elle est fantastique, elle est merveilleuse. Enfin, c'est vrai qu'on la découvre aujourd'hui. Et puis surtout pour moi qui ai des enfants qui sont très grands, pour les mettre dans la voiture, c'est parfait.
He said definitely he will adopt the car and he's got big guys, so that would definitely fit better for his family. Merci beaucoup, Zinedine. Pierre, I want to know, so you've been behind the wheel. It's really sporty but also stylish, isn't it?
Yeah, very sporty. I must say I'm in love with that car from the first day I saw it a couple of years ago. And no, driving-wise was an incredible experience, especially with Zinedine as a co-pilot. It's definitely going to make a day I'll remember for a very long time.
I guess memorable. Thank you very much for being with us. You can go back to your seats and we will see you a little bit later for pictures. Pierre Gasly and Zinedine Zidane, please. Now it's time to dive even deeper and talk about the performance and the design of this incredible car. So let's give a warm welcome to Alpine's VP of Product Performance and VP of Design, Stéphane Yang and Anthony Villa. Hello to both of you.
Thank you, Sandy. It feels really great to be here and to finally unveil all the work from our team.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really thrilled to unveil this car. Can't wait.
I can see your emotion right now. Well, the floor is yours. We want to know everything about the concept behind this car. Thank you.
Well, we really wanted, with all the Alpine team, to create a car that nobody had done before. To fill a key space in our dream garage next to the A110 and the A290. And therefore, for A390, the key question was, how could we combine all the performance and elegance of an Alpine with the practical business and travel needs? So we ended up designing a racing car in a suit, a combination of a sports coupe and a 5-seat premium car with a soul.
Yeah, exactly, Savani. It's like taking the spirit of the A110, its sharpness, its performance, its soul, and reshaping it for 5 people. So 5 seats, 5 doors, and yet it is unmistakably an Alpine. But it looks super sharp. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, definitely. So let's start with the platform. At the bottom, we have a large battery with a capacity of about 90 kilowatt hour and a chemistry specifically designed to meet our high performances targets. In the rear, we added not 1, but 2 e-motors, and we combined them with the e-motor in the front. We have specific suspensions with hydraulic bump stops like the A110, tuned for the best combination between performance and comfort. It's a true performance car, so we put, of course, proper attention to the braking system with our ventilated disc brakes with 6-piston calipers in the front. And to perfect the connection with the road, we co-developed with our partner Michelin 3 types of tires, all marked A39. We've not only created the A390, we really wanted to build it in a real French industrial ecosystem. So the battery pack is assembled in Douai, the 3 e-motors come out of the AmpR plant in Cléon, and many key components like the motor cradles, the seats with Forvia, transmissions, knuckles are French. We've also partnered with key French players in technical innovation and excellency, Michelin, Vercors for the battery cells, and De Vialet for the premium sound. And the A390 will be assembled right here in Dieppe, in our historic manufacturer Alpine Jean Rédélé in France.
Yes, indeed. And I think now everyone can understand why it is so important for us to reveal this car here today.
Yes, indeed. So now for the very special ingredient in our recipe. I'm sure Zinedine and Pierre will agree with me. True sportiness requires extraordinary capacities, but also amazing control. So thanks to the 3 e-motor architecture we developed in-house, our unique Alpine active torque vectoring. It creates a kind of a magic hand to cut the inertia in curves. It manages the torque almost instantly. That's the benefit of EV motors. And independently between the 2 rear wheels and the front and the rear. So the result is pure agility and true safety. So 100% standard all-wheel drive with Alpine active torque vectoring, plus the tuning savoir-faire, I want to say the love even of our pilot engineers for true sportiness. What do we get? The most powerful Alpine to date. It's up to 470 horsepower and 808 Newton meters. In terms of acceleration, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, it's capable of only 3.9 seconds. That's the acceleration of an A110R. And most importantly, our unique Alpine lightness feeling. So you can feel the lightness. It's so instinctive, and there's not even the need to be a Formula One driver on track to feel the benefits, trust me. It's pure driving pleasure and super easy to control.
And all that comes in what we call a sport fastback silhouette. So, okay, you will tell me what is a sport fastback silhouette. And it's pretty simple. It's a sleek, dynamic, and sporty silhouette on which every line, every curve is sculpted by the wind. So just a few examples. You see on the front, we designed an air passage. This air passage on the nose guides the airflow on the roof, and it ends at an optimal 17 degrees angle thanks to the rear spoiler. Another detail is on the side, the front bumper is creating an air curtain which ends to the aero flaps located behind the rear wheels. So you see here form follows function.
And Anthony, thanks to this beautiful work of design and engineering, we could optimize the range and the usage of the A390. So in the WLTP reference cycle, the range goes up to 555 kilometers, depending on the type of tire. Our EV route planner in the embedded Google Maps connected navigation will help you optimize your trip. And more importantly, for Philippe Krief, who loves Paris but wants to go to the Velodrome, he will be able to drive from Paris to Marseille with 2 fast charge stops below 25 minutes, one for lunch and one for a coffee break.
So no doubt Philippe will be happy, but I think somewhere he will prefer the winding back roads, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's come back on the front of the car to focus this time on the light signature. And we are inspired here directly by our A424 Le Mans hypercar. So you recognize the 4 Alpine lamps, but here reinterpreted in a contemporary way with this light diffracted into triangles. And the air passage is underlined by a transversal light guide. And when you step back, the sporty proportions really stand out. We widened the track of the platform by 6 centimeters to improve the handling, and this gives us a very bold stance on the road. Moving along the sides, of course, we find this fluid coupe-like silhouette, we talked already, sleek and pure, but we can see here the signature on the body side, the Alpine signature, is reinterpreted in a much sharper way. So the contained height is emphasized by very large diameter wheels featuring 21-inch forged rims with the snowflakes design, and this is a nod to our Alpine mountain roads.
They are truly outstanding proportions, Anthony. I can't wait to see it on the road next to the other cars. So our A390 remains relatively compact, 4.6 meters long and 1.88 meter wide. The wheelbase of 2.71 meter is ideal for agility. So with the low center of gravity, the ideal weight distribution, 49% in the front, 51% in the back, plus our magic hand Alpine active torque vectoring, the A390 will literally sting like a bee, like Muhammad Ali on winding roads.
Okay, and let's move now to the rear. So we identify this typical Alpine C-pillar, as we call, along with the 3D rear window. The rear lighting signature stands out with its distinctive X shapes, and this time reimagined as sharp triangle that echo the design in the front. And for the first time, the Alpine logo lights up, and it gives to the car a very modern and very prestigious look.
It's not only a great-looking car, it's also practical. So look at this 532-liter trunk. It's great for our cruise luggage or for golf bags, for example.
Okay, the trunk is cool. The trunk is cool, but really, honestly, I really want to get in and to take the wheel. And I think the driver did so this morning, but we all want to do that. So inside, you're immersed into the Alpine universe, and we kept the iconic Alpine and Formula One inspired steering wheel. We have the blue recharge button, which managed the regenerative braking, and in red, we have the overtake button, which delivers instant boost. So in the middle, the floating center console is directly inspired by the A110. And of course, you will recognize the R&D selector. The Sabelt bucket seats allow you to feel at one with this machine, really important for Alpine. And we find this new signature in blue and light gray, and we have the stitched A on the headrest. Of course, moving to the second row, we can accommodate 3 more people, and they will be ready to enjoy the experience. And the attention to details continues everywhere you look. Carbon fiber accents on the rear seat shells, center console, dashboard, and of course the illuminated Alpine monogram stretching across the dashboard, a final signature for the interior.
So for an exhilarating driving experience, our expert drivers have preset 5 Alpine drive modes, including a brand new track mode, meaning maximum fun and freedom. And within the Alpine Portal Multimedia with Google Auto Services, our unique Alpine Telemetrics app provides live data, challenges, and coaching. We will also launch with A390 a brand new off-board telemetrics app on your smartphone for recordings and replays. For the sound, we co-developed with De Vialet, the French specialist in acoustical engineering, the premium sound system using 13 speakers and De Vialet's software technology to create a truly immersive sound experience. And last but not least, real driving pleasure requires a sound that is fully in tune with the driver and the car. So our Alpine Drive sound is based on the real harmonics of our 3 e-motors. Our sound engineer worked on that base to compose the authentic tone of voice of our A390. It also provides a natural audio feedback that actually matches how the car and the 3 e-motors behave on the road, and that's very useful for our pilots. About the range, the A390 will offer 2 versions, the GT version, 400 horsepower, and already very well equipped, including 20-inch aero alloy wheels, matrix LED lamps, powered and heated seats, and the De Vialet audio, to mention a few. And for the very best of performance and comfort, we have the GTS top version, 470 horsepower, on which we add 20-inch forged alloy wheels, powered and massaged Sabelt sport seats in genuine leather, and pilot pack driving assistance, amongst other specifications.
Impressive content. And A390 will be available in 6 colors, including, of course, our iconic bleu Alpine Vision and a 2-tone roof as an option.
So now I'm sure you're wondering about the price. Sales will start from the last quarter of this year, and the exact prices of our GT and GTS all-wheel drive active torque vectoring versions will be revealed at the time of orders opening for each country. But I can already indicate that they will be between 65,000 euros and 76,000 euros.
Well, after the A290 or daily electric hot hatch, the A390 brings Alpine performance to a 5-seater. Together, they pave the way for the next chapter of Alpine alongside the A110, which will be renewed very soon, and it will be the 3rd generation of our icons. Well, I think everyone, Sandy, you know everything about our A390, but I would like to know, what do you think about it?
First of all, thank you for the presentation. We know everything about the car, and definitely it's absolutely stunning. I love it, but I can't also wait to have it on the road. I want to take it out. Also, that red button that, I would like to use that. Here it is, Philippe. The A390 is out, is officially launched here in Dieppe. I would like maybe a little word to conclude.
Yes, with the sale of A390, 2025 will be a very important year for Alpine, another important year for Alpine. The car is just incredible to drive. You know, it felt like an A110, it has the performance of an A110, the agility of an A110. So here with this car, we are showing that a car is not a smartphone on wheels, and that soul and adrenaline matter more than software.
Thank you very much, Philippe. I'm sure that you all want to take it out for a test drive. It was a pleasure for me to be your master of ceremony today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sandy. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for your attention. Thank you also for tuning in. Everyone, I'm going to call our special guests, our speakers, Luca, Zinedine, Pierre, if you would like to come back on stage, please. Luca, Zinedine, and Pierre. Please, round of applause for our special guests today. We also were delighted to have here with us two Alpine endurance drivers with us, Ferdinand Hatzberg and Jules Gounon. Please join us also on stage, you guys, for a beautiful family portrait. Thank you so much. As well as Alpine Chief Operating Officer Capucine Lorenzi and the VP Industry Anne-Catherine Basset. Please join us, ladies.